So, if you've watched Formula 1 in the past 4 years, you will know who the Haas Formula 1 team are. Put it simply, they're shit. I'm joking, but they're not incredible by any means. Haas joined Formula 1 in 2016, being the first American entry since, the US F1 team in 2010. So if you're not obsessed with the sport, or just have a social life, you probably don't know what the US F1 team was. Allow me to explain. So, the Americans, being American, decided they wanted a Formula 1 team, with all American parts, staff, and drivers. This sounds like a passing thought mentioned in conversation, but no, they bloody did it. Well, didn't. But we'll give them a gold medal regardless. So, what do you think happened? A. They were successful and entered a car for the season. B. It was a shambolic waste of money that didn't work. Or C. They won the championship. The real answer is D. Pastor Maldonado crashed their cars. Nah, I'm kidding. Of course it didn't work. And I realise this is one hell of a tangent, so yeah, back to Haas. So Gene Haas formed the Haas Formula 1 team for the 2016 season, buying out a lot of the Marussia F1 team facilities. That's enough of an indication as to how well they'll do, to be fair. Haas approached Dallara for the chassis and Ferrari for the engine, which wasn't a bad combo at all with two very well-known names. Romain Grosjean picked up an incredible P6 at the first race of the 2016 season, while his teammate Esteban Gutierrez agreed to be Fernando Alonso's gymnast partner. Grosjean would pick up a P5 in the next round of Bahrain, whilst Esteban had another DNF. But at least Grosjean had some very competitive... Okay, never mind. He got 3 more points in the whole season, whilst Gutierrez didn't score a single one. However, they were quick in Australia, which would be a trend from this point on. Well, there's no point having pace if you can't keep 4 wheels on the car 2 years in a row. In 2016, they finished 8th in the championship, ahead of a Melanie Viola bus and a Mountfield 827M compact ride-on lawnmower. But I'm pretty sure people were surprised that they even lasted the season, so I suppose it's a dub. For the next 4 seasons, Haas signed a Danish man who had some balls, especially for Hulkenberg. Their 2017 season was far better, with more points finishes on both sides of the garage, but it was still below average, coming 8th again. 2018 was a fantastic season for the team. Perhaps it's because they were essentially running the 2017 Ferrari car, but with a halo. Notable moments throughout the season include a P4 for Grosjean in Austria, a P5 for Kevin in Bahrain, and the sheer audacity of Marcus Ericsson in Baku. There was an intense battle between Haas and Renault for P4 in the championship, which Haas won. Nah, they didn't, but P5 in the Constructors is amazing, ahead of McLaren and Racing Point, and you'd know all about it if you watched Drive to Survive. It looked like Haas could be turning into a solid midfield team until, The 2019 season was another tricky season for Haas. Notable moments included a double retirement in Britain due to Grosjean not sticking to the social distancing procedures, a P6 for Magnussen at, you guessed it, Australia, and a double points finish at Germany. Yeah, you remember that race? However, this wasn't enough to place higher than 9th in the championship, only beating Williams, so they were as good as last. 2020 was the worst season to date by far, scoring only 2 points finishes, and obviously the Grosjean incident. I joke about a lot of things, but that is something I won't joke about because I'm certain that everyone watching this video were also shaking in their seats, like myself. The team scored P9 in the championship and had less screen time than Antonio Giovinazzi, which is an achievement to say the least. This brings us to the present, where Haas has signed Mini Michael and, the most adored driver of the 21st century. Let's be real, the only reason he was signed was daddy's cash, which makes sense considering the team's financial situation wasn't very pretty. I honestly believe that Haas will be dead last this season if Williams don't decide to evolve backwards. Yes, perhaps Mick could score some points here and there. I know how everyone loves him and he does have pace. However, with Mazepin circling the track like an FGM 148 Javelin rocket launcher, Haas could have some serious problems. How many more years do I give Haas in F1? 1. Nah, I don't know. I can't tell the future, but I don't think they're going to be successful in the next few years. This gives Williams a fantastic chance to not finish last in the Constructors, but only time will tell. Also, one thing is guaranteed. One side of their garage may be the most hated thing since the 2014 Lotus, and the other side, well, worshipped. But I'm looking forward to seeing Hamilton lap Mazepin without being sent into orbit. Also, I think it's worth noting that Haas won't even get their Ferrari engine until the Bahrain test, a while after the other team, so they're already on the back foot. Furthermore, Gunter Steiner is kinda stuck in the US. Anyway, for me, the general chaos, the Mazepin drama, the lack of experience between their drivers, and the downward trajectory that the team's results have been on are a good indication as to how they're going to do this year. Obviously, this video could age like the 2016 Melbourne qualifying format, but I don't think Haas are going to to improve from last season. Anyway, they are just my thoughts. Let me know your opinions in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video enough to watch more, remember to subscribe to the channel, because that would really help this channel out. And if you do all of those things, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.